Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching and for subscribing. And if you're just visiting, please consider subscribing. I absolutely love fruity scents. Next to gourmands and vanillas, this is probably my favorite category of fragrances. And I especially love those sweet, juicy types of fruity scents. And today I came up with, 10 or so tropical fragrances that feature tropical fruits that I think would be absolutely perfect for the summer. And let's start with pineapple. I love the smell of pineapple. I have a number of fragrances featuring this note. Today, I'm going to share with you two of my favorites. First, we have Tamarindo from Memo. This one, I think, is for those that don't like extremely sweet scents. They're looking for more kind of fresh, fruity scents. Because to me, Tamarindo is exactly like that. I definitely get pineapple in here, but it's very fresh, even kind of slightly unripened pineapple that's not overly sweet. And I also don't think it is overly juicy. I also get very prominent note of patchouli. Like for me, the base here is mostly about patchouli. And there are also citrusy nuances here because I do get a lot of freshness. So overall, it is kind of fresh, slightly citrusy, slightly sour. I don't know if it's necessarily sour, but let's say not sweet pineapple. Really, really fresh pineapple that's kind of lying down on a base of patchouli. So that's Tamarindo from Memo. Now, on the other side of that, I have a really sweet and juicy pineapple. And of course, it is my favorite, Lamar from Kajal. You know, I had to include this one here. Now, for me, pineapple in here is so different. This is really delicious, juicy, sweet, scrumptious type of pineapple. It is combined with some red berries. There are also a lot of spices in here, so it is spicy. This is a beastly pineapple. On me, this is a beastly fragrance. I absolutely love it. And when it dries down, it gets even deeper, even a little bit darker, kind of a little bit gooey. It becomes very syrupy. Yeah, it becomes very syrupy on me. Gorgeous, gorgeous, delicious. This is a stunning pineapple. I think this is honestly, in my opinion, I know this is not for everyone. There are some people who don't love this fragrance, which is totally fine. But for me, it's probably one of the most beautiful pineapple scents, and in general, one of the most beautiful fragrances for the summer. Next, let's talk about passion fruit. The first fragrance I'm going to share here, and it has a little bit of dust because I haven't used it in the winter. This is Cassiopeia from Tiziana Trenzi. An extremely heavy bottle with extremely heavy cap and extremely beautiful fragrance. This is a sweet, fluffy, delicate kind of passion fruit in my opinion, and I think it's a little bit unusual to describe Tiziana Trenzi fragrance as delicate, and yet that's exactly how I would describe this one. So there is passion fruit. I think there are some other citruses in here. There are definitely some florals. There's musk, of course. There's also sandalwood in here. I think there's tonka bean in here as well. And it has the most gentle musk, in my opinion, so unlike of her other fragrances, which is what I like about this. This is very gentle. This is very fluffy type of passion fruit. It is very sweet. There's definitely a lot of sweetness in here, but at the same time, it is gentle and it is delicate. Beautiful fragrance, beautiful passion fruit. Next fragrance featuring passion fruit that I want to share with you is quite different. This is Ambukuruya, and I still don't know if I'm pronouncing this correctly, probably not, but you know, this is my best effort, and this is from Fueguia. This is a very different passion fruit, like I said. There is passion fruit in here. There is milk in here, and what else? And citruses. Okay, I don't know if I get a lot of citruses, honestly. To me, this is definitely about passion fruit and about milk. It's a lactonic passion fruit, but it is done in such sophisticated, such beautiful and sort of understated way. This is not overpowering. It's not the kind of lactonic note or quality that becomes sour on the skin. It is not as powerful as, let's say, in Cruz del Sur 2 from Xerjoff, which has sort of similar notes. I mean, there are a lot more notes, but essentially it still has tropical fruits and milk. You know, here we have passion fruit and milk as well, but it's so different. Of course, there is this, you know, light, naturalistic vibe going through this fragrance, which actually brings lightness to it, you know, which doesn't make it very heavy. So it is sweet, it is slightly lactonic, but in the best possible way. Well, you know, I'm crazy about Fueguia fragrances, so I'm gonna stop raving about it. This is again Ambukuruya, something similar to that from Fueguia. And of course, there's one more passion fruit fragrance that I had to share with you because it is again one of my favorites. This is another beauty from Kajal. This is Dahab. So this one features passion fruit. There's also green apple in here, there's musk. Of course, there are also a lot of spices in here. And what I love about this scent is that we have this beautiful combination of this sweet passion fruit, but there's also this sour green apple. And it's a beautiful combination. It doesn't let this fragrance get too sweet. It's sweet, it's musky, it's powerful, but it is also a little bit refreshing at the same time. And I think it's the sour apple that brings it to this fragrance. Another gorgeous passion fruit, another favorite for the summer, had to include it. Next, let's talk about mango. And here I came up with two fragrances. Very different, by the way. First one is, of course, Mango Skin from Vilhelm Perfumery. This, to me, is a fragrance that smells exactly like mango, like a natural mango. I'm not even going to go into the notes. There are actually a lot of notes in here. You know, in addition to mango, there are florals, there is who knows what else. I don't even care. To me, and I know that's not the case with everyone, which is again totally fine, but for me, this is the most naturalistic smelling mango scent. It just really smells like you just cut up a fresh mango, you know, and you're kind of eating it, like it's really juicy, it's really soft, and you're maybe just biting into it still, you know, with the skin on. Like you're not biting the skin, I mean, you're biting the insides of mango, but it still has the skin on. And the skin part, I think, brings a little bit, just a little bit of tartness to this, you know, and it's stunning. It is seriously making me want to bite into a mango. It's delicious, absolutely beautiful. And the second mango scent is very different. This is Keep Glazed from the House of Oud. Now, this one is not, well, it is about mango. I was gonna say it's not really about mango. It is about mango, but not as a separate fruit mango. Like, to me, it's some kind of dessert with mango. Like, you have mango, you maybe added some other fruits to it, like maybe strawberries, maybe you drizzled a bit of lemon on top of it, and you definitely put a lot of whipped cream on top. And there is actually a note of whipped cream. And that's how it feels to me. This is not just the actual fruit of mango. This is a mango dessert with other fruits and with a lot of whipped cream. Zingy, delicious, sweet, mouth-watering, amazing. I love this scent. The interesting part about this one, I really can wear this any time of the year, even though it is very fruity and you would think maybe warm weather is the best time for it, and probably it is the best time, but I can easily wear it all year long, and that's what I have been doing because I have been spraying it all year long. Totally obsessed with this scent still, and this is a great mango scent. Next, I have one fragrance that features the note of dragon fruit, and it is Purple Molecule from Zarkoperfumes. You know, I will be honest, I don't know exactly what dragon fruit smells like. I I've never tasted it. I've never smelled it. I don't think so. So I'm not sure if it smells exactly like dragon fruit, but there's also vanilla in here and there is amber in here. And it is just a really pretty, girly, easygoing kind of fruity cocktail, fruity combination. You know, it's sort of, I don't know, in a way, it slightly reminds me of maybe a black currant a little bit. I'm not sure. Again, don't know what dragon fruit smells like, but it smells pretty good. It smells really good. This is a great kind of unassuming, easygoing, you know, sweet, fruity combination with just a little bit of amber added in, giving it just a touch of depth. So again, this is Purple Molecule from Zarkoperfume. And the last tropical fruit that I've included in here is, of course, coconut. How can we go without coconut? And again, I picked out 2 fragrances featuring this note. The first one is from Olfative Studio, and it is Still Life in Rio. You know, when I got this fragrance last year, I was so obsessed with it. I used up quite a bit. Then, of course, you know, to me, this is not the kind of scent that I would use during the cold months. So it's been standing there. In fact, as I'm talking to you, I'm trying to get rid of some dust that I have on top of it. But now is the perfect time to pull this one out. So what's in it? Let me remind myself, because like I said, I haven't used it in a while. So of course, there are a lot of citruses in here. There's coconut in here, obviously. There's also the note of yuzu in here. There is some pepper in here. There is rum. There is leather in here. Very interesting. I definitely don't get any leather in here, thank God. This is coconutty, although coconut is really not like super pronounced in here, you know, it's something where you get some whiffs of it, but it is definitely mixed together with the other notes. So it's not like coconut really plays the main role. No, it's just part of the composition. There's definitely a little bit of yuzu in here. There are citruses in here, although I would not say that citruses are extremely bright. They're not super bright. Like they're here, they bring a bit of freshness, but they're not super bright. And then of course there is rum in here. This fragrance is a touch boozy, not overly boozy, but a little bit. So could it be considered as some type of coconut drink? Yeah, maybe. It's sort of, you know, a little bit going in the direction of Virgin Island water from Creed. But at the same time, this one is quite different for me. Like it's not as bright overall. It's not as mouth-watering. And I would say this one is a touch heavier. For some reason, it feels a little bit heavier. But, you know, overall scent profile is kind of sending me towards Virgin Island water. But I think it is a standalone fragrance because it is different enough. So again, Still Life in Rio from Olfative Studio. And the last fragrance here will be another one featuring the note of coconut, and this is Holidays from Mancera. Now, it's been a while since I used this one, and I don't know why, because I really enjoyed this scent. This is probably my favorite, I would say, out of those types of, you know, beachy suntan lotion kind of scents, because this one definitely has that kind of vibe. So of course there are citruses in here, there is coconut in here, there are florals, you know, like ylang, and tiara flower, which are, you know, typically these flowers give that feel of, you know, kind of suntan lotion, at least for me. And then there is vanilla, there is musk and sandalwood. So yes, I do get florals. Yes, I do get coconut. There is musk. There is some sandalwood in here. But again, overall, when you put everything together, this is a beachy scent, a scent that smells like suntan lotion, basically. But what I like about this one, you know, there are a few that have the scent profile. What I like about this one is that for me, nothing really stands out. Like in some of them, florals are too heavy, or you know, that feel of suntan lotion is really overpowering. It's not the case here. Like everything is done kind of in moderation, and it all works together, just creating that kind of beachy environment. So this one is again Holidays from Mancera, and this is the last fragrance in this selection, and this is the last one that features the note of coconut. So please let me know if you enjoy those types of scents, the ones that feature these tropical fruits, and what are your favorites. Maybe you have some new suggestions for me. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please remember to give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you soon in the next video. Bye.